prisoner is ready, as you requested.
Thank you, Lazarus. Your loyalty is invaluable in the midst of all these traitors. And you, my dear, my own wife and queen, conspiring against our kingdom.
My love, I swear, I have never betrayed you.
Lies. Until the very end.
A grim end to a noble woman. I am proud to have played my part in Leoric's fall.
The time of my lord's true awakening is at hand. That fool Leoric was only able to resist him because he did not yet possess his full power. With the Queen dispatched as a traitor, I may now devote myself fully to preparing the boy for the presence of my master.
I am returning to town.
Uncle Deckard and I traveled all over the world in my youth, looking for lost lore and artifacts. It was so exciting, crawling around ancient temples, digging through forgotten crypts. I feel fortunate that Uncle Deckard raised me the way he did, the things I learned from him. But now I don't know. I see what his obsession with his quest has cost him, has cost us.
Invigorating. Always wanted to fight some of these. A well-deserved death.
Your fear betrays you! I feel more powerful. betrayed you! My wrath.
Only this dark place had been destroyed along with its ruler. Back in Tristan, crying over the old man's corpse. She'll soon have another one to cry over. Yours. Meet the butcher.
Fresh meat. Meat good.
The truth about the Butcher Demon was more startling than I ever anticipated. Evidently, there are many of them within the burning hells, though they used to be solely under Diablo's command. The Butchers are stitched together from the parts of other demons to combine their strengths, then given life through wicked magic.
dying.
Take up your sword.
My sword. I remember now. I was an archangel of the high heavens. I was the embodiment of justice. I am Tyrael. You have restored my mind, friend. And now, I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell, are unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this world. Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Chaldeum.
I will stop at nothing to kill them, all of them, until their corpses are piled higher than the tallest towers.
We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready. Time grows short, my friends. Even now, Belial's influence is spreading through Chaldeum.
But how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight to him.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard's been laid to rest.
We can do no less for him, but afterward, he must be avenged.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
I can tell by the look in your eye that you're not going to leave it alone. You want to hear what happened to my father?
You don't become a hunter unless you've lost someone. You can talk to me.
Right, well, my father tried to dispel the rumors about my grandfather. No one would listen. Then one night, a week later, crazed refugees from Tristram came for revenge. I remember my father screaming for us to get out. Nasty laughter. A lot of it. Just before justice shoved me out the window, I saw my father crawling up the stairs at me. The 2 daggers in his back, and the 3rd whipping round his throat.
And the memory of it haunts your dreams even now.
How did you know?
I told you, Blacksmith. We've all lost someone. Who are these demon lords, Belial and Asmodan?
Belial is the Lord of Lies. He desires power before all other things, and his 1,000 schemes are designed toward this end. His brother, Asmodan, reigns over the other half of hell as the Lord of Sin. I sense his influence in this world, but I do not yet know where he will strike.
We will find out. Belial must know.
They are more rivals than allies in these days, but I pray that you are right.
Farewell, protector of Tristram. Farewell, hero of prophecy. The scriptures speak of the evil you will battle in Chaldeum, and I am certain that you will succeed.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in.
I hear the town's saved. We can go outside again.
And yet you still sit here.
Well, there's fresh air and sober people out there.
Uncle Deckard is gone forever. Remember the wonderful times we had together. Always off on another crazy quest. What will I do without him? He believed the stranger was an angel. but he is only a man. I always knew they were just stories. Uncle Decker died for those stories.
I have some new items that I'm...
There she goes. We have more new volunteers than we can deal with, and it's all thanks to you. Be careful out there. My friend, shall we depart to Chaldea?
It was all just stories. My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
Tyrael, the ancient law of the high heaven strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne.
Silence! You will now answer for your transgressions.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
Thus, I fell, willingly. Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
I never believed all your crazy tales. The work. You never finished. I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you. Now that Tristram is safe, I travel to Caldeum, the great city of the East. It has fallen before one of the last lords of Hell,
Belial. I mean to set the city free.
Here we are. Chaldean, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench on the air.
We'll have to separate. You two search for Belial, while I track down Magda and make her pay for Kane's death. Returning to Chaldea must be hard for you.
I told myself I'd never come back here. And yet here I am.
Because of what happened to your father?
Because of what happened to me. Some scars don't heal, and there's no point in scratching at them, is there? The weather doesn't suit me either.
Hey, lady! I may look small, but I'll hurt you if you try to steal from me.
You seem down today. Tell me what Miriam can do for you.
I am not down. I look forward to the death of Magda and her coven.
You're saying you're happy? I'd hate to see you upset. So, the Demon Lords want to crush all humanity beneath their heel. Does that mean you can't smile? The cultists are making a great mess of things out in the desert. They deserve the painful death you will bring to them.
As do any who consort with demons. But what are they doing out there?
They are torturing and killing innocent villagers to lure you into their trap. But you'll get the better of them, won't you? An enchanting young woman, who is much more than her youth suggests, will come to your aid today. She can be of great help to you, so try to be polite, will you?
Why do you think I will need her help? What do you see happening?
The Coven will use deception to try to ambush you. Ugh, how predictable. I was just talking to Hedrick. He is still denying his grief. He really needs to open up. If he would just let me comfort him, it would do him a world of good.
I have never been outside the city my entire life. I have never even been outside the palace. When they threw us out here, I thought I would die. I was terrified. But now, look at this view. I have never understood how large the world actually was. It is beautiful.
There ain't no gun. Most of my items have almost no blood left on them.
May the gods who abandoned us come to your aid one last time.
Tell me, God, why are all these refugees here?
I am not a god. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven, but even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
I have been hunting Magda all the way from New Tristram. Where can I find her?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost. All of these people have fled from the cultists in Alcarnus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why don't they go into the city, where there is more shelter?
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death. The Iron Wolves were mercenaries, until we helped the Zakarum priests find the successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that, but everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over.
Have you heard? Emperor Hakan threw his entire court out of the city. They're trapped out here with the rest of us.
There is some justice in this world, after all.
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldean while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can. We'll reconvene after I've killed Magda.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
The inner city is closed by order of His Eminence, Emperor Hakan II. For now, you must all remain here.
Let us in! We are dying of hunger and thirst. Can't you smell the stench of death?
The Emperor has forsaken us.
Back, or we will force you back.
The Imperial Guard would let us die here. At least the Iron Wolves try to aid us.
Mention them again, and I will leave your corpse for them to find.
We will die out here!
Why don't you come see Tilnan's new goods? You will not be disappointed, I assure you. Tilnan sells only the best.
This gate leads to Alcarnus. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Qasim outpost. We haven't heard anything from the Iron Wolves in the desert. If you make it to the Qasim outpost, seek out Captain David.
One man's trash is another man's treasure, eh?
My family. I lost my whole family.
Everything I had was in Alcarnus.
The last Emperor wouldn't have treated us like this.
If only the Emperor and his guard had gone mad sooner.
Magda will pay for her wickedness.
Take heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
I've heard. I traveled here to kill them and their leader.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you. There are illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
Thanks for the warning, but I know a trap when I see one.
She looks different than anyone we have seen. Her skin is soft and smooth as polished ivory, and her eyes, they... Oh,
Why are you two whispering over there?
no reason.
I would rather not discuss the sand wasp. These overgrown insects wouldn't be notable whatsoever if not for their exceptionally poisonous stings, which, alas, killed my young apprentice. I thought he would be more careful when I sent him to retrieve a sample from the hive, but his parents did not understand my perspective. The Lacuni, or Panther Men as they are sometimes called, have inhabited the desert wastes east of Chaldean for thousands of years. The large males are the tribe's leaders and protectors, while the agile females are expert hunters. Mostly they are primitive and reclusive creatures, although they will attack if cornered or hungry.
Be careful. They are very near to us.
What do you mean? The road is blocked.
You should never have come. Demons will face to your bones.
I've missed killing these cultists. Come on then!
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Irena.
My thanks, Irena. It seems you are doing a lot more than saving travelers, though.
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Captain, from behind!
Protect the people! Iron Wolf!
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Will I need to slaughter more Lacuni on my way to Alcarnus?
Ha! Those beasts are nothing compared to the cultists. They're casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there. Another illusion here. Cultists try to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will seek out any other traces of their magic.
It seems that the Fallen are indeed creatures of demonic origin. The old heraldic tale claims they were once powerful servants of the mythical Asmodan. They purportedly aided him in his battle against the Prime Evils, and Diablo later punished them by twisting them into the small, stupid forms they now possess.
Look, more hidden footprints.
By all that is holy, do you see that enemy over there?
This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
The ritual is disrupted!
There should be another ritual at a cellar to the east of here.
I owe you my life. Bless you.
They tortured my poor husband.
We will avenge him. Look, more hidden footprints.
Was a worthy foe. Glorious!
Darkness awaits you! Not enough hatred.
too low on discipline. Bleed, you filth!
Not enough discipline.
Vengeance!
I need more discipline.
Long fight!
Your fear betrays you!
I need more hatred to do that.
That was just a taste!
This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
The ritual is disrupted!
how to dispel the Coven's magic. Let us go to the bridge.
I'd lost all hope.
Bless you.
Akarat bless you.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me.
Tell me, what shall you do when Master is dead?
I will kill her master Belial and his brother Asmodan. The long shadows of the lords of hell will be lifted from this world.
Oh, curious. You must be the one who is meant to find here.
The Dune Thresher is an elusive being with a tremendous capacity for bloodshed. It lurks beneath the sand, rising up to seize prey in its jaws and rend the body until it is but sinew and gore. I once saw a Thresher in the flesh, and it rather disagreed with my constitution.
Need more time. How satisfying.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are divided into the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel, and the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
I need more discipline.
We should pick up our pace.
What are you doing out here?
There's a treasure chest down here. Watch my back while I haul it up. Then we can split the rewards. Get ready. I'm bringing it up now. Oh, damn, it's stuck. I'm gonna need time to fix this. I think I got it. Yes, I got it. Nah, still stuck. There it goes. There it is. Thanks. I'll take my share, and you can have what's left. Though the champions are larger and the lunatics more devastating, it is the shaman priests who lead the fallen. These shrunken, unintimidating demons can easily kill an enemy with their firebolts, but it is their ability to resurrect their imp allies that allows them to command such high respect from their peers.
I think it is time for you to know my true tale. I am not from Chaldeum. I learned these spells 1,500 years ago. My sisters and I pledged our service to a man of great power. We called him the Prophet. He trained us and placed us in a magical slumber to awaken in this era. I am to prevent the Lords of Hell from invading.
I would scarcely believe it if I hadn't seen your spells with my own eyes. You must have waited for this even longer than I have. Please, join me. The Qasim outpost can't be far.
These enemies defy all reason.
Sweet revenge!
My hatred is too low. I'm still waiting.
I don't wanna die!
What a monstrous creature!
I'm overburdened.
defense!
Not enough hatred. I can't carry any more.
Such waste, such ruin. What drives these cultists to commit these terrible deeds?
I need to go back. Is Caldeum still the city you remembered?
Last time I passed through here, I was soon after meeting Mira. She wanted to stop and see the city, but I convinced her to travel on. My good memories of Caldeum feel like I'm watching someone else's life. I'll be glad for us to be gone.
I must say, I'm very fond of this new family I find myself in. But you could be a bit more open about your love for us, you know.
My family is dead.
Oh, don't try to hide it. You act like you just need us for our skills. But we know the real reason you've brought us along with you.
It seems like you've been awake for a while.
Well, it was not very easy to find you. I had to search for days. When I woke up alone, I did not know what had happened. I wrote about it a little. You may read more if you wish. I felt no fear when they sealed the tomb before me. Only a sense of peace as my mind drifted away into the darkness. It seems I opened my eyes only seconds later and beheld the chamber in ruins, half buried in sand. I have left everything behind. Only hope guides me now.
It's hard to believe that you came from such a faraway time. Tell me, what were the deserts like then?
Beautiful cities towered up toward the heavens, but they were full of wickedness. The BGMI ruled them with will's sharpest stone.
That name sounds familiar. Who were the BGMI?
A clan of mages, bound more by their lust for power than by blood. I see that their influence has waned in this age.
You said you served a wizard, didn't you? Was he one of them?
Oh no. He meant to punish the BGMI. They were the first to summon demons into this land.
This is no illusion. The cultists blocked the road. I'll have to go through the Qasim outpost to the west. I am too low on discipline.
That was just a...
These creatures
This won't go down easily.
Not ready yet.
Your fear betrays you!
I've become stronger.
These serpentine demons are Belial's favored servants, and he has granted them some of his skill in cunning and illusion. Deceivers will cloak themselves in the familiar forms of their enemies' companions and friends, waiting to strike when the moment is opportune. It is only then that their true forms are revealed.
That was just a taste!
Once in 1,000 years, when the stars align, these ruins open, but only for a short while. There is treasure rumored to lie deep below. Find it fast, or die when the dungeon seals itself for another age. The deserts of Kyrgyzstan are majestic, expansive, and full of stinging swarms of insects. They may seem a minor nuisance, but these vermin carry numerous strains of pestilence. One of them was trapped in my boot once, and my foot swelled up to the size of a melon before the infection cleared.
My hatred is too
Horrible
low.
creatures.
Do you want more?
I'm still waiting.
You won't survive that! Sweet revenge!
Belial, Lord of Lies, is the most elusive of the seven evils, and is a master of deceit. It is said that he manipulated Asmodan into revolt against the prime evils. This began the Burning Hell's civil war, which ended with the dark exile of the prime evils to our mortal realm.
found the treasure. I only wish I had your bravery and your skill.
Only demons could live out here.
The Valrus manuscript lists Asmodan as the best battlefield commander of all demons, having defeated the angels many times in the eternal conflict across Pandemonium and the prime evils in the demonic civil war. If the Lord of Sin ever assaults our realm, we truly have much to fear.
There's something odd about those guards.
Captain of the Guard, you are hereby ordered to send a band of your most loyal men to secure the Qasim outpost. Control of the city hangs by a thread. The commoners are becoming restless, and it is imperative that we subdue them. Remain vigilant, for there may already be an outsider within our borders looking to stir up trouble. We've been safe ever since the Imperial Guard came.
If you need a place to camp until the gates are open, there is room in our cellars, safe from the desert heat.
The Imperial Guard will keep us safe.
I need to reach Alcarnus. Please open the gate.
You must be mad. But if you're intent on rushing headlong to your death, talk to Captain David down in the command post. He's got the gate key.
Here you are, delivered unto me as a sacrifice, a gift from Lord Belial.
Really, Magda? Or did Belial send you here as bait to lure me away from Chaldeum? I will kill you, you know.
No! He would never betray me! Strike her down!
Belial is the Lord of Lies, Magda. The truth is, you were dead the minute you killed Cain.
Not a moment too soon. They plan to sacrifice us to Belial. Iron Wolves, take back the town!
Has Magda reached Alcarnus?
Yes, we've heard rumors of a horrible slaughter there.
Then I cannot delay any longer. Open the gate. Cain's death will soon be avenged. to do that. How satisfying.
Won't go down easily.
Need more time.
Lying in wait for a hero of incredible prowess. My gut churns with the suspicion that we are simply fodder. I have heard tales of this hero wading through our ranks, slaughtering us as if we were children. I will not sleep again tonight, I fear.
You're a necromancer, aren't you? What brings you here?
Powerful spirits haunt these ruins. I was not strong enough to defeat them, but I was able to trap them. I fear the coven that invades the region will try to use the spirits for their nefarious purposes. But if you dare, you can try to put them to rest. Activate the totems to release the spirits, and be prepared to fight. Can you hear their angry voices? Still more remain.
One more left. I have vanquished the spirits. Let's see what the necromancer has to say.
The voices fade. The howling of the spirits lessens. You have put them to rest. Wait. Listen. The coven! We have denied the coven, but I fear they will find other, darker powers to exploit. Thank you, and go with the blessings of Rathma. 2 decades ago, my mentor faced the forces of evil and emerged victorious. I cannot hope to surpass his achievements, but I will try to bring balance to the raging forces that threaten to tear the world asunder in these days. The spirits are restless near Caldeum. I must quiet them.
Diablo was the youngest of the prime evils, but I found him the most dangerous, for his power over terror left him incapable of feeling fear. Though he had easily possessed and corrupted many humans, Diablo's essence was finally trapped in a soul stone and banished to the unfathomable abyss 20 years ago.
got some new things.
Have I ever told you that I knew Shen before he became part of our family here? Oh, he is such a sweet old fool. What a wild love we had for each other. He used to do the most surprising things, if you know what I mean.
You can't leave us here! Don't worry. I'm here to free you.
I'm not that dead.
What purpose were these people in prison?
I cannot thank you enough.
Not enough discipline.
Feel my wrath! Your fate is sealed, Magda. The chase ends here.
It matters not. While you hunted me, Belial's Imperial Guard captured your little witch Leah. Soon, her power shall be his.
demons.
Another triumph for righteousness. Let the wicked tremble.
When I joined the Coven, it was weak and idle. The leaders were content to do nothing, while the prime evils were imprisoned. I convinced another witch to help me poison them, and together we took control. She left some years later, but I continued, bringing the Coven to glory under Lord Belial.
I need to go back. As her life was slipping away, Magda claimed that the demon lord Belial would reign over our world. I will die before I let such a dark fate come to pass. Before I killed her, Magda told me that the Imperial Guard had captured Leah. I saw these guards at the Kasim outpost. They are the serpent demons of Belial, disguised as men.
Then they must be holding the Emperor against his will. I tremble to think what Belial might do with Leah and her growing power. The only chance we have to rescue Leah is to wrest the Emperor from the grasp of the Imperial Guard.
Ashira, the Iron Wolves captain, may be willing to help us. I will speak with her. It is strange that your fall raised the dead in Tristram. You were an angel of the high heavens.
Not just any angel. I was the Archangel of Justice. My fall awoke the vengeful dead who were slain unjustly during Diablo's reign of terror. There was nothing I could do. As my power left my body, I had absolutely no control over it. Caldeum is the greatest city in the world, the seat of the Empire of Kyrgyzstan.
I have heard it called the Jewel of the East.
Its libraries overflow with undeciphered tomes of arcane knowledge. Its streets cover labyrinthine tunnels. It is a city of wonder and mystery. I do not know how these refugees persevere. Their situation is dire, and it seems there is little hope for them. Where do they find the strength to carry on?
Humans have been made to suffer much more than this. You must be unaware.
The human spirit never ceases to amaze me. I feel Belial in the very air. I see his shadow behind haunted eyes. Hear his voice whispering lies on the wind. He need not bring an army to this city. It is his already.
Hey lady, I got some new things. You should take a look.
My people are shunned many places, but we were always welcomed in Caldeum. Something must be very wrong, that they won't even let their own people into the city now.
Something? Can you see into the future, or can't you?
Is that any way to speak to me? And you don't need visions to see that Belial is in control of the city. The question is how?
Did you meet your wife in Caldeum by chance?
It's actually quite a tale. We met in a town not far from here on the outskirts of Kurast. She was... well, you're not going to believe it. She was locked in a cage.
Why? Had she committed a crime?
No. They were going to burn her as a witch.
You fell in love with a witch?
Let's talk about this another time.
Those demon hunters are unbelievable. I would have liked to have seen what she did to those cultists in Alcatraz.
I can't believe anyone could have survived that out there, let alone defeat those monsters.
I know, but she did it.
Captain Ravan, the conditions out here are deplorable. Something must be done to aid these people.
Ashira, the Emperor and my friend are in grave danger. I must gain entry into the palace.
I heard what you did at Qasim Outpost in Alcanis. You have my thanks, and you shall have my help. Captain Ravan, this woman has vital information regarding the massacre in the Borderlands. We must see the Emperor at once.
Very well, but I don't think you'll find him receptive. Let them pass!
We need to be within the safety of the city walls!
Let's go. I'll lead you to the palace.
You are bold to have sought this audience with me. My guards tell me you were responsible for the massacre of innocent villagers in Alcanis.
Those are lies. Magda and her coven destroyed Alcanis in the name of Belial.
If you are innocent, then why do you have spies skulking through my sewers? Bring her in!
Let me go!
I detest violence. Guards, I leave this matter in your hands.
I knew you'd come for me. We need to leave before more guards arrive.
Get out of here. I will cover your escape.
Thank you. Now we need to get to the sewers. I'll explain why when we get there. From here.
This leads to the sewers. Not enough hatred.
My mother, Adria. She's alive. But the Imperial Guard is holding her somewhere down here.
We will find her.
Finish them off.
The Accursed were created when a necrotic plague spread through Keshes.
So Magda was telling the truth. Somehow I knew my mother was alive. Always knew.
But you never knew her. Be wary, dear. Things are not as they seem sometimes.
The Accursed were created when a necrotic plague spread through Keshistan centuries ago. The infect...
My exemplary servants. Keep the witch alive until she talks. Pain will loose her tongue, but only to a point. Remember what happened with the Vizier's assistant? It was a pleasurable crime, I admit. But the man had only incoherent babble and bloody strands of pus spilling from his lips by the end.
Sweet revenge!
Accursed were created when a necrotic plague spread through Kyrgyzstan centuries ago. The infected watched in terror as their flesh blackened and died. The strongest medicines could not stop the decay. Eventually, they fell into a dormant state, and their bodies were piled up in dark and forgotten places where they could rest undisturbed.
The electric eels are insidious pests that have taken root in the oases surrounding Chaldeum. Known for their stinging strikes, these creatures are particularly dangerous when they attack in large numbers. It is said that raw eel has become a delicacy among Chaldeum's elite, but I assure you these rumors are baseless.
Should be up here.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone. We know of the 3 that the Horadrim used to trap the Primevals. What is the purpose of this one?
Your master Belial has good reason to fear it.
Leave her alone!
Seize them!
Leah, my daughter.
You know who I am?
My darling, I've watched over you all your life, but I never dared get close because of the danger that always shadows me.
We can't talk here. Let's get to safety first.
Not enough discipline. I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell, and I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work, your work, is my war.
According to the Horadric texts, only 2 evils remain. Belial is here in Chaldeum, and Azmodan has yet to reveal himself. The guards were asking you about this Black Soul Stone. I remember reading about it in Uncle's journal, but it didn't seem important.
No, but it is. It is the key to defeating evil forever. It was created by the mage Zoltan Kuhl to trap demonic souls.
Yes! He was a renegade Horadrim, dismembered by his brethren before he could activate the Soul Stone. His head was sealed away in the Dulgar Oasis.
We must retrieve it, because if we're to use the Soul Stone to defeat Belial and Azmodan, Zoltan Kuhl must live again.
I do not like this. We can defeat Belial without you.
I have reunited Leah with her mother, the witch Adria. She spoke to us about the Black Soul Stone, an artifact that could permanently destroy the Lords of Hell. I must find it at any cost.
Murderer, torturer, monster. These were the titles bestowed upon Zoltan Kuhl by the Horadrim. Though it cost them dearly, they killed the wizard for his crimes against nature and sealed his broken corpse within a shadow realm. It seems they were afraid he might return.
I don't like dealing with Kuhl any better than you do. but I see no other way. If Adria says we must, then we must. Uncle Deckard trusted her, and so will I.
I heard that you were there 20 years ago when Mount Arreat was destroyed.
Baal, the Lord of Destruction, sought to enslave mankind to the power of hell by corrupting the sacred World Stone. Unthinkable though it was, I was forced to destroy it.
And half the countryside with it.
Understand, friend, that entire worlds burned as heaven and hell fought over the World Stone. Arreat's destruction was regrettable. And, believe me, I paid a high cost as well.
What happened to you after you destroyed the World Stone?
The resultant explosion dispersed the light and harmony of my angelic being. Without form or shape, I restored myself within the realm of pandemonium. It took me 20 of your years, but finally, I returned home to the high heavens.
The other angels must have been grateful.
Hardly. Believing my actions had endangered creation, the Angiras Council put me, the Archangel of Justice, on trial. I knew then that heaven was doomed, unless I could enlist the aid of mankind against the coming onslaught of hell. 300 years ago, I selected Kul and 6 others to form the Horadrim. He was a great man who was driven mad by his long quest to hunt evil.
Why did the Horadrim kill Zoltan Kulle?
He delved into powers not meant for man, trying to fashion an artifact that could fill his empty heart with the souls of angels and demons. The Horadrim had no choice but to slay him. The Order never recovered.
Do you regret leaving Leah behind?
What? No, I never saw it that way. She grew up in safety, while I risked my life to find the key to our salvation. It was the sacrifice that I had to make. In any case, Leah will meet her full potential under my guidance. Do you not have things to do?
How well did you know Cain?
For a time, during the darkening of Tristram, we spent many nights in the Tavern of the Rising Sun, discussing his Horadric texts and the varied arcana I'd collected during my travels.
Did you ever meet him again?
Only from afar. From time to time our paths would cross, and I would catch glimpses of Leah as she grew. It broke my heart that I could not reveal myself and raise her as my own.
How did the Imperial Guard find you?
I was trying to steal out of the city. I'd returned to gather some things before setting out to recover Zoltan Kulle's head, and the guards found me. Zoltan Kulle, a legend. There is no doubt in my mind he is as powerful as the stories say. But for every bit of his genius, he was surely mad. He was obsessed with immortality and power.
A madman. We would do better to leave him asleep in the desert than to call on him for aid.
You have a better idea.
I do not. It is merely a warning.
Tyrael seems to think that Zoltan Kulle cannot be trusted. Shouldn't we listen to him?
It will be dangerous, but you have faced great peril before. If Belial and Azmodan invade, you will have much more to worry about than a dismembered wizard.
Tell me more about that your wife.
I broke her out in the middle of the night and we escaped. They didn't chase us far. I guess they were glad to see her go.
A real boy meets witch story, hmm?
She wasn't a witch. She was a mystic. Though we didn't find that out for a time. Not until we started traveling with the Vetchin wagon train. But that's a story for another time.
disgusting. I've seen that woman going in and out of the sewers.
You never can tell with those types.
It's quite a maze down here, isn't it?
Andariel was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perished at the hands of brave heroes.
Listen to me. I cannot talk for long. Belial's guards are constantly watching me.
Emperor Hakam?
Forgive me for my behavior at court. The gods would have killed me had I sided with you. But I will help you now as I can. You must be headed to the Oasis. I can open this gate for you.
How did this all happen?
There's little I can do. Between my advisors and the Imperial Guard, my every move and action are controlled. I have tried to fight back, but Belial's influence is strong. But now you've given me a chance. Perhaps my only chance.
You wish to aid me, Your Majesty?
You're here to kill Belial, aren't you? I can help.
But you are watched day and night.
I can still fight in my own way. I want my empire back. I will find where Belial is hiding and deliver him to you.
Why should I trust you? You tried to kill us.
I told you it was not my choice. My every move is controlled and I am surrounded by enemies. But I swear to you, I will help you. I will prove it to you.
These enemies defy all reason!
Only the most talented mages can summon skeletal guardians. It takes great power to form these tall, slim constructs from their unstable reagents, and even more power to sustain them. In the hands of a master, however, the Guardians can become powerful weapons capable of defending their posts until the end of time.
Your fear betrays you!
Duriel is the twin of Andariel. I believe that they conspired together to assist Diablo in releasing Mephisto and Baal, though they had both supported the lesser evils in the past. The Lord of Pain was found guarding Baal's prison, the tomb of Tal Rasha, when he was slain by heroes.
You often argue with Lyndon. Why?
Our motivations are complete contradictions of one another. I am driven by honor and the good of others. He is driven by greed and a calling that comes from below his waist.
By the light, I've never seen a place like this.
Achievements in research, I present my findings on the Dune Dervish. It took me many years to find the truth of these strange, deadly figures. But my sources indicate that they are the cursed remains of mages who summoned a demon far beyond their power to control. It is easy to focus on the dangerous foes one may encounter on the ground, but the Bloodhawks rule the skies with terrible ferocity. These crimson-winged birds will wait until their prey is at a disadvantage, then swoop down for it. Watch for their shadows on the nearby terrain, and be prepared to flee quickly.
My hatred is too low.
Your fear betrays you! You filth!
Please, help! The Imperial Guards are in my home. You can't let them find what's in the back room.
The refugees will make fine slaves, and you will make a fine corpse.
You have done something truly noble, warrior. Let me show you why this room is so important. The Imperial Guards were trying to take these refugees. I did not know what to do. I am not the warrior my father was. Take whatever you want from his chests.
May Akarat praise you.
I need more hatred to do that. Perhaps Zoltan Pool's head lies through this portal.
Survive that!
My hatred is too low. I need more discipline.
One of the historians of my order once came here. He called it a fertile valley of slender trees and bold flowers. A place where evil has not found root.
This chest seems suspicious. I hunt the beasts, not the other way around.
never wrote about this.
We are in agreement. Kul, the renegade, must be stopped. He seeks to duplicate the power of the storms and wield it for his own ends. He is obsessed with the powers of heaven and hell. Drawing their attention will only bring doom to us all.
Not all dangerous demons are large and imposing. The dust imps are little more than children in size, but they possess the cunning and bloodlust of far larger creatures. They take cover in the shadows, emerging only when viable prey wanders too close. Then they ambush, leaving little more than bones behind them.
Not enough hatred.
Feel my wrath!
Do you want more? Sweet revenge! Sweet revenge!
I need more hatred to do that.
The evil of Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, was so pervasive that even
My
after
pack is
he had
full.
been defeated and entombed in a soul stone, his demonic essence oozed upwards into Travancore and corrupted the Zakharum priests. Though he fell to the same heroes who killed his brothers, I fear for us should he ever return.
You won't survive that!
Not enough hatred. I can't carry any more.
Could we find more like that?
I am returning to town.
Hey lady, I got some new things. You should take a look.
am too low on discipline.
How many other structures are buried like this?
Feel my wrath!
We set out in 1 week's time, into the desolate sands.
I'm still waiting.
To search for Kul's hidden archives. None of us have any idea what to expect. How far has Kul's madness driven him? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? I can only hope we are not too late.
Survive that!
Not enough discipline.
Adversary is the Taurus.
Centuries ago, a much smaller Chaldeum depended upon small wells for its water. Then came the mysterious Dalgur, offering Chaldeum an...
Destroying the stones will stop their foul ritual.
Feel my wrath! Feel my wrath!
Help! Help! Please help me! That noise! Oh no! They found us!
The Imperial Guards left me here to die, but you saved me. Thank you.
My wrath.
Slake your thirst of the heretic's blood, my children. Breathe deep and be blessed.
I need more hatred to do that. Azul will drink no more.
Stronger within you.
You will not enter the aqueducts! Lord Belial demands your blood!
I am returning to town.
Ah! Leah, are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
I'm sorry to push you like this, but it will all be for the best in the end.
I know.
It is time. Leah, cast the spell as I taught you.
I live again.
Zoltan Kuul. We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone. We would use it to trap the last two Lords of Hell.
I know your voice, stranger. It has haunted me in death, just as it commanded me in life. Tyrael.
I am, but now mortal.
Ah, fate is whimsical. I will give you the Black Soul Stone, but in exchange, I must be made whole once again.
You were treacherous before. How do I know you won't be an even greater threat once you've been fully revived?
You don't. So you must ask yourself, how much would you risk to save this wretched world?
Everything.
Ah, so be it. To begin, you will need to retrieve my blood from the dungeons where it has been hidden away. You will find them in the desolate sands beyond the aqueducts.
I'm going to go with you. We should bring Kuul's head with us. Maybe he'll have something useful to say. I'll put him in your bag.
This is madness. You must know he will betray us.
Have you ever met Belial in battle?
Not openly. He was never one to lead an army. Always in the shadows, much like his mentor, Mephisto. He wields intrigue and artifice as proficiently as you wield your weapons.
After surviving the devastation in Tristram all those years ago, I swore vengeance upon Diablo and his ilk. I've sacrificed everything for it. This is my path. and I will follow it through to its bloody end.
Leah is grateful to have you here. She has lost so much.
She has a kind heart.
Isn't that what you wanted?
Kindness will not help us survive in these dark times. The Lord of Lies is cunning. He wears many masks to hide his shifting nature from us. But we will have an advantage over him. The Black Soul Stone. Belial fears its power, for Soulstones have bested his siblings in the past, and he could be imprisoned as well.
I can open this gate for you.
Emperor Hakan?
No time for pleasantries. I think I may have uncovered Belial's assumed identity. I'm very close. But here's what you need to know. To find Kuhl's blood, you'll need to get through the aqueducts. There are 2 levers that control the entrance beneath the waterfall.
Have you located Belial?
Not yet, but I have some ideas. It is difficult. I have many advisors and other attendants close to me day and night. I will find him.
How are you able to appear before us?
They keep a close watch on me, and I can't leave the palace. I stole an amulet from the BGMI ambassador. I saw him use it before. But I don't have much time. You need to find the stone. Leave Belial to me.
You saw all the guards he had up there. Just how did he manage to sneak away?
I don't like the look of this place. Something was here before us. Likely demons.
It's Belial. So long as he lives, all of Chaldean is under siege.
Does he command all of these demons to serve him?
Uncle Deckard theorized that the demon lords leave demons in their wake, much like us leaving footprints.
Do you believe that?
Yes. The more I study my uncle's books, the more I realize that even I took his wisdom for granted.
He was a great man. I hope Adric knows how to remove rust from our boots.
Revenge!
My hatred is too low.
That was just a taste! take!
I miss searching for lost artifacts with Uncle Deckard, even though it did have its dangerous side. I can't tell you how many times I had to drag him away from an army of skeletons because he was fixated on some dusty old tapestry.
Sweet revenge!
The Chaldean aqueducts were created by order of the Trade Consortium Council after the Dalgar Oasis was discovered 3 centuries ago. Though Chaldeum had been prosperous for many years, a reliable source of water allowed the city to grow even further. Luxurious public fountains were built to provide safe drinking water for everyone.
That's one lever down.
Light still guides us, even in the darkest of places.
Not enough hatred.
We must stop her for our master!
Aurora must really want me.
Betrays you!
The philosopher Caddis said, if you want to know the truth of a city, you need look no further than the state of its infrastructure.
That would mean Chaldeum is based on filth and demons.
Yes, and built on secrets.
In recent days, the aqueducts have become dilapidated and infested with vermin. The Imperial Guard has done nothing, proclaiming that the aqueducts were in tolerable condition. But I have seen them with my own eyes, and I know the truth. Many wealthy families, including myself, now prefer well water for our homes.
Well, unimaginable!
Sweet revenge!
I need more discipline.
Do you want more? Sweet revenge.
I like to think the world is safer now.
I want more time to explore the great library of Chaldean when this is all over.
You are more like your uncle than you know.
Maybe. But they've got to have books on the Black Soul Stone and Asmodan. Something that will help me understand his theories.
Bleed, you filth!
These enemies defy all reason.
That passage should lead to the Desolate Sands.
A secret door hidden behind the waterfall. How imaginative.
You would do better?
You shall see when we get to my archives.
Can't believe he stuck me in a barrel. Really, it's quite uncomfortable in here. Are you still alive out there? Or is it the monster? Oh, say yes if you are. Or you could clap.
Thank you for releasing me. It was getting a little boring in there. I am seeking a magic crucible that legend says was hidden in these very aqueducts. It would be a valuable addition to my jeweler's tools. Help me find it, and I will be greatly indebted to you. Oh, how rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Covetous Shen.
Covetous? Is that really a name?
Why, yes. It's been mine as long as I can remember, and probably longer. I can't imagine why my young partner bashed me over the head and sealed me in there. This place is quite dangerous without a knowledgeable guide.
You were careless to come here in the first place. How have you lived so long?
I am too beautiful to kill. What a fascinating place this is. Oh, look at all this wonderful architecture. You could walk all the way around the world and never find its like. Except for this part. I've seen it somewhere else before. My young guide got off to. His name was Gavin, I believe. Yes, that was it. Nice young fellow. He must still be around here also. Or perhaps he got lost. No, we're not lost, are we? Interesting experience to be locked up in a barrel. I had a lot of time to think to myself. It was a little uncomfortable, though.
Crucible, it's mine!
Be careful, Gavin. It might be cursed. Here, I did warn him. The crucible should be safe now. Pick it up. Pick it up. Poor man. If I had known the crucible was cursed, I never would have brought him along. If you come see me in Chaldeum, I can show you how the crucible can combine jewel fragments. Well, you know, I've been searching for a certain jewel for a long, long time. I'm in no rush. But maybe if I go with you, I'll find it just like I found this crucible. May I come with you on your journey and make glorious jewelry for you?
I could use your services.
Oh, the way out is just a little farther. I am starving. Do you think we'll find any good food down here?
Here, in the aqueducts? You must be joking.
Don't be ridiculous. I never joke when it comes to food.
Coven does what it does. What drives people to evil?
People will do anything for power.
I don't know why. Power can be a terrible burden. You go on ahead. I'm going back to town. I need to learn the spell needed to restore Cool's body. I'll meet you when you get to the archives.
You and I are the same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own ends. You choose to be their puppet, yet the power of your birthright could make you a god.
I doubt that would end well. Those who seek power are often destroyed by it.
There's no need to be snide. Soon enough, I'll walk this world again. Then I'll show you what a Nephilim can achieve.
Hey lady, I got some new things.
I miss Uncle Deckard so much. It's hard going on without him.
It is hard to leave the dead behind. Most of us never truly can. But he will live on in your memory, Leah.
Thank you. I'm going to get back to my research.
What was it like traveling with the Vetchin?
When we first joined the wagon train, we were just two lost souls. The Vetchin thought it was unbearably romantic. A pair of lovers on the run from their pasts. I suppose it might have even been true. A mystic with the Vetchin recognized Mira's talent immediately. We stayed with them while Mira learned from her. Along the way, we fell in love and married. I've never known anything as surely as my love for her.
Sounds like she cast a real spell on you, didn't she?
Never mind.
You are very pretty.
I can also imprison the minds of my enemies and wring the life from them.
Ugh. Well, that's not a friendly thing to say.
Is everything as the Prophet told you? Or have there been surprises?
Well, I did not expect you to keep company with a seraph.
You must mean the angel Tyrael.
I knew what he was the instant I beheld him, but being in his presence makes me quite nervous.
It was hard for me to believe at first, but he is here to aid us. You need not fear him.
We do not deserve it. Tyrael sacrificed all he knew to aid us. I hope it is worthwhile.
You are quite unusual, you know.
It is merely the consequence of seeing that which is not readily visible. I have accepted it.
I think it's a fine trait. Sometimes people don't know what to make of me either.
Then you have my thanks. Although, perhaps you are right. I feel as though part of me still sleeps in a faraway realm.
You slept for a long time. It will pass.
That would be nice. But the feeling I have indicates that it is more unpleasant and complicated than that.
You said that your sisters were supposed to join you here. Where are they?
They should have awakened as well, but their mission has already ended.
How?
I sought out the closest two before I met you. They lay dead and mutilated in their chambers. The others are some distance away. I fear the worst.
What happened to them?
There were traces of demonic magic upon their wounds. But surely the Prophet could have protected them. Where has he gone? It is always wonderful to see you.
Were you raised as a Templar in the Order?
No. Our scripture says, as a farmer reaps his wheat, so must the Order harvest and purify the weeds.
My initiation was less formal. They asked me if I wanted to hunt demons, and I said yes.
That would be simpler, but your Order destroys monsters. Mine redeems them.
I have seen enough monsters to know that you aren't one of them. Why do you feel guilty about your past?
I cannot tell you.
There are some things that will haunt you forever, if you never speak of them.
You misunderstand me. We are literally unable to recall our pasts. The Inquisitors stripped my sins and the memory of them from me, leaving me pure.
I don't fully understand your Order's motivations. Why do they take your past from you?
Our initiation blinds us to our sinful pasts, so that we might clearly see the future and prepare for the final battle.
And how does your order purge your memory?
I was chained to a wall and beaten. By the third day, I was mad from pain and hunger, and that is when the whipping began. I was told I relived all of my transgressions, everything that brought me tainted joy. The whip took away that joy, and the sin, leaving me pure.
Restraint bolsters the weak, not pain. You have suffered needlessly.
Don't you understand? The Templar Order is trying to protect humanity from extinction. What is my pain against that goal?
Becoming a demon hunter is not as simple as making a choice. We are survivors.
Indeed. Discipline is at the heart of all great endeavors.
Yes, it was discipline that forced me to face my nightmares and conquer my fears. I think that deep down, you fear that your order is lying to you, that you are not the sinner that they say you were. Face that fear, find the truth.
I cannot lie. That has occurred to me. But if it were true, it would ruin everything I fight for. Everything. I have considered what we discussed, and you are correct. I know little about my past, beyond what my order has told me. But what does it matter? Look what they have done for me. They've turned me into a living weapon, a light against darkness.
At what price? Your past? Your humanity? After the battles, that is all we will have left.
I wouldn't know how to begin. How do I seek memories that have been taken from me?
Focus on anything you can remember before you join the Order. Dreams, nightmares, it's all there. You need but find a key.
You may be right. I will find a way to take back my memories and exonerate my order. I have thought of a way to retrieve my lost memories, but it is dangerous. I must ask you to promise me something. Should I lapse into my old sins, whatever they may be, you must kill me, as I killed John Dar.
Done. Now what?
I found a journal on John Dar's corpse, written in an ancient Templar cipher. I can translate it, but it will take some time. Perhaps studying his treachery will give me a clue into my past.
Perhaps. Why are you concerned?
John Dar was once a man of faith, devoted to the Templar Order. What if he discovered something that made him betray himself? That matters not, for I must do this anyway. I have translated a strange passage from John Dar's journal. Long before he began serving Magda, he found a set of what he called key words hidden in a dusty librum. He writes that when he read these words, memories from his past returned to torment him. It was at that point that he began to mistrust the Order, though he did not say why. I am prepared to look upon these words and risk my soul. But I want you to understand something. I know I may die at any time. When I do, it must be without a single doubt that I am serving the light.
There is no sin in confronting your fears.
Thank you, my friend. But please, remember your promise. What shall we fight today?
So where are you from?
Kingsport, the city by the sea, home to the great merchant fleets and endless nets of reeking fish.
I've seen it. What did you do there?
I am between jobs at the moment.
Dishonorable jobs, no doubt.
Nonsense. I am the most honest thief you will ever meet. Wanted, one relic, scarlet, roughly the size of a man's fist. It was stolen 2 months past during a deplorable theft from the Merchants Guild Bank. Those apprehended were not in possession of the item. The relic is greatly missed by its rightful owner. Oh, who offers a reward for its safe return.
Why do you waste your time chasing after women?
Waste? Time is scarcely better spent.
Not when you discard them so readily.
I've only found one worth keeping, but she slipped away from me.
That's no excuse to bother every other woman you see.
Well, no. Sometimes they should bother me.
Who trained you to fight?
My brother taught me when we were younger. He thought the crossbow was the best weapon for me since it would give me time to run away if I botched things too badly.
The crossbow is not a weapon for cowards.
Did I offend you?
Shut up. Where is your brother now?
Oh, he's still in Kingsport. I expect he'll be there a good long time.
Why did you become a thief?
That's a long and terrible story that you wouldn't want to hear.
You probably fancied something but could not afford it.
Basically.
Try to be more reasonable in the future.
Oh, there was nothing reasonable about her. Do you ever doubt your choices?
I have no choice.
Things never seem to turn out like I hope they will.
That's the nature of life. No use dwelling on it.
Try living in the slums before you lecture me.
You're entitled to your opinion. What about the rest of your family?
My brother and I were orphans. We only had each other.
You were both thieves then?
No. He was a member of the city guard.
That seems awkward for you.
Not as much as you might think. Until the end, that is.
Why did you become a thief if your brother was a guard?
We're not much alike, really. He was always dependable and practical. A complete bore, I'd say.
And you were always in trouble.
Hardly. I was just amusing myself with the Thieves' Guild. It was nothing serious.
Until you became a criminal.
That may have been serious.
What happened to your brother precisely?
Nothing you'd want to hear.
I asked.
And then what? I suppose you'll make it all right. You'll fix it up just like another one of your little errands. Some things aren't that easy.
Well, I can't do anything if I don't know the situation.
God, you're so noble about it too. Spare me.
Surely there's been a woman you have loved among all the others.
Ah, yes. The unreasonable one I spoke of earlier. I loved her with every inch of my heart before it went black as coal.
What became of her?
Well, she did what all unreasonable women do. Married the wrong man.
Surely you could have persuaded her to stay.
It wouldn't have been easy. He was my brother.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
You and I are the same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own ends. You choose to be their puppet. Yet the power of your birthright could make you a god.
I doubt that would end well. Those who seek power are often destroyed by it.
There's no need to be snide. Soon enough, I'll walk this world again. Then I'll show you what a Nephilim can achieve. These creatures won't. My archives lie beneath this desert. Perhaps even beneath the sands we now tread upon. The Haradrim could not destroy them. They could only lock the door behind them. And I still have the keys.
join the Major's army. I should have listened. In the morning, they're sending the infantry against the BGMI. I don't know how we're supposed to survive. Maybe we're not. It's so beautiful here. Maybe if I hid in the trees, they wouldn't notice I was gone.
We, the Zakarum, have endeavored to make Chaldean a city of mercy and salvation, but we have not yet been able to convince the emperors to change the ancient policy of exile. Prisoners convicted of treason are still sent to the desolate sands to die with nothing but the clothes on their backs.
Survive that!
Not enough hatred.
In here, I can feel my blood nearby. They hid some of it beyond this portal.
Thousands of years of records, I cannot find a single account of a prisoner surviving exile to the desolate sands. The wastes are littered with bones that have been picked dry by the endlessly circling bloodhawk or desperate Lakuni. Those who die there meet their end without the sanctity of the light.
I need more discipline.
Not enough discipline.
Do you want more?
The Zekarum Scholar Brass wrote that the Desolate Sands were created after a mage clan battle sent out explosive energies that devastated the entire area. But he doesn't account for the enormous skeletons. No one has ever identified them. Were they a lost race of giant beasts? Demons? Mythical dragons? You may never know.
Await you!
Miserable wretches. I have no time for your excuses. Chaldean is on the brink of rebellion, and the enemy is closing in on the archives of Zoltan. Slaughter her, and bring me the Mad Wizard's head and the Black Soul Stone, or I shall inflict incomprehensible agony upon the lot of you!
I am too low on discipline.
You won't survive that!
There are knife and tooth marks in every bone. None of these animals died naturally.
Brass wrote that this land was an oasis of surpassing beauty once. A great magical battle sucked the water from the earth, killing every animal for miles.
It's too quiet here. Something's wrong.
Sweet revenge!
It's hard to believe the Herodrum came to a place like this.
Your fear betrays you!
My hatred is too low.
awaits you!
A mighty adversary is before us.
I need more hatred to do that.
A worthy opponent.
Feel my wrath!
Bleed, you filth! Do you want more? Vengeance!
Not enough discipline.
Do you want more?
The light grows stronger within you.
My hatred is too low.
Baal was the most brash and reckless of the primevals. After the Dark Exile, he was contained within the Horodran Tal Rasha and entombed. Centuries later, Diablo freed Baal, who then corrupted the World Stone to devastating effect for the barbarians who lived near Mount Arian. The heroes killed Baal shortly afterward.
Survive that! revenge!
I am too low on discipline.
Vengeance!
No doubt the desert has swallowed its share of ancient texts over the ages.
I'm more interested in the creatures hiding under the sand, not the artifacts.
Still, if we happen to encounter any, I shouldn't mind giving them a look.
We found Kuhl's archives. They were strangely empty at first, but Kuhl laid traps everywhere, each step harder than the next. It was foolish to expect otherwise. Kuhl has prepared for many years for someone to come for him. Perhaps we are fools, and yet we must push on.
You won't survive that!
Some of my blood is within that cave. I can feel it.
During the Mage Clan Wars, the BGMI summoned giant demons to guard their estates. After years of patrolling the desert sands, the demons' hides became thick as stone and caked with grit. In the end, they have outlived their masters. Now, only the glowing runes on their skulls belie their true origins.
My pack is full. I can't carry any more. I am returning to town.
Hey lady, I got some new things.
We are well on our way. At this rate, the Soul Stone will be ours soon.
I believe with this Soul Stone, I will finally be able to unlock the true power of man. In ancient times, our kind possessed power unmatched in this dreary age. With the Soul Stone, I will be able to elevate myself to the strength of my